I cannot believe that's what that means.
Oh yeah, you thought it was Steve shooting.
I don't. We can't put that on the show. Did you know that? No, seriously.
I didn't know. Okay,
I didn't.
Okay, we're talking about a word in a song that Jeff did not know the true meaning to, and crass Alice over here.
I'm not going to put this on TV.
I'm not going to say the word. I'm just going to let people know what we're discussing. Roll the open. Jeez.
Here we go.
Let's make it a good day.
You're a tiger. Give it up for Debbie Gibson, everyone.
We do it our own way.
Yes!
I'm gonna start crying and laughing so hard.
I did not do that. Melissa. We are live. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Jason Show. I'm Jace. Thank you for being here. Welcome to a brand new week. Thank you. And keep that love going. Say hello to my sidekick sister from another mister. It's Kendall Mark, everybody. How you doing?
Fabulous.
Happy Monday. Happy new week.
Happy Monday to you.
How was
Real
your-
Housewife of Dalbo.
Yeah, I know. I love this mug. Dalbo is a small town in Minnesota near the cabin. How was your weekend?
Good, other than when my dog ran away. She's fine. She's here.
She's here. Yeah.
Like that just took a turn. No, she's fine. She hid under the porch, that brat.
Yeah.
She escaped. I ran for an hour in my Crocs and pajamas, like the crazy pregnant lady through the neighborhood.
Oh, you're being talked about right now in your neighborhood.
Oh, yeah. And at like 7 a.m. and found her under the porch.
Oh, that worries me. You shouldn't listen to me being like the overprotective older brother. You know what I'm going to say?
You shouldn't be
running in Crocs.
I should
pregnant.
Be running right now. My sister and brother-in-law came. My husband's out of town, so they came over and were like, "You should be the one in the car. We'll do like the running part." Little brat under the porch.
It's a relatable, as we call it.
Yes.
I used to have, bless his heart, I had a dog. I had a Shiba Inu many years ago, about 10 years ago. And if any Shiba owner is nodding their head because they know what I'm going to say right now. If you look at traits for that breed, the first trait, containment issues.
Stella's part Shiba Inu.
Oh, okay.
Runner, she's a track star.
Yeah, we accidentally let Dallas out. We opened up the hatch, and that dog was like Roadrunner and was out, and I'm running through the neighborhood like a crazy person screaming for Dallas, you know. And
I was sobbing because I'm hormonal. And I was like, Stella!
Yeah.
It's like Rocky.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was yelling Stella. It was like the movie. It's just Sylvester Stallone.
It was like the movie. Well, I had a far. Yeah. Yeah, you know one of your neighbor ladies is going, isn't that woman on the Jason Show?
I looked nothing like this. I don't think they knew
you look
it was
exactly
me.
like that. I had a less exciting weekend than you, but I got to tell you.
What?
You know the old saying, you can't go home again? Well, you can. I returned to, as I call it, the scene of the crime. I've told this story many times. I won't tell it again now, but during college and after college, even when I moved here, I worked at Red Lobster, and I transferred to the Roseville Red Lobster before I quit in a blaze of glory after a woman asked me for grape jelly for the cheddar garlic biscuits. But anyway.
Story for another time.
Seriously, it's a story for another time. But so they have endless shrimp going on right now. And Colin saw the commercial. He goes, it's been years since we've gone to the Claw. Let's end the night, because I tried to take Dar there last week for Mother's Day. Hi, Dar, love you. But it was like 2-hour wait. Anyway, so we go for the endless shrimp. And we walk into the Roseville Red Lobster, and it was one of those, it's like almost going back to your old elementary school. Everything, it looked about the same. They don't remodel them with a lot of regularity.
Right.
So it was cool going back in and seeing, we had a lovely server, Josh. He was so if you're watching, tall guy Josh, you were very good. And got that, Oh, they're clapping for Josh.
Way to go, Josh.
But that endless shrimp, I forgot how good the Red Lobster is. I'm
you
serious.
You can take me if you want. I am pregnant.
I will take you to the endless shrimp. Yeah.
Thank you.
But I asked, yeah.
Never been.
Hold on a minute. I asked Josh, I go, because he seemed nice and talkative, so I go, Josh, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
What's the most refills you've ever seen someone order? Because, you know, you get 2 shrimp right away, and then you get 1 refill at a time, like fried shrimp, shrimp scampi. He said his colleagues told him, he didn't wait on them, that a group of college kids came in, and one guy ordered 27 refills. 27 refills.
Did they check his pockets?
Yeah, I don't know, but no, they won't let you take it. They won't let you take it.
I know, but did they check his pockets?
Yeah, but 27 refills for $20. So I'm just saying, we did 1. That was quite enough. And let me speak for all, before we move on, let me speak for all the servers. Here's a little secret that they're not allowed to tell you. They hate these promotions because people generally do not tip well with these promotions. I know this. They're not allowed to say this, so I will. Please tip them. Please tip them well because they hate these promotions. Yeah. Let's get started. What?
Like happy hour.
Yeah. Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it, Leo. Here we go. Yeah. I left Josh a nice little tip because I didn't, I saw a table over there. I was like, I don't think they're going to tip. Anyway, Ramona Singer is getting excited for the 5th season of The Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip with some of her former New York City co-stars. So in a new interview with Access Hollywood, there's the Ramona coaster. Look, she's as nutter butters as the day is long, but I love her. She said they will revisit the famous spot where Luann got busted with a pirate. And if you don't speak fluent housewives, they've been to this house before, and Countess Luann was dating someone, and they went to this bar, and there was a guy that looked like Johnny Depp as a pirate, and she ended up sleeping with him.
With the pirate?
And possibly, allegedly. I don't want Countess Luann suing me. Anyway, Ramona says we will probably have to wait until next year to see how it all plays out. They haven't even shot it yet. She says doing a whole show for 3 months, like a normal season was too daunting. That's why doing this is perfect. And by the way, she has a podcast with her daughter called Turtle Time. Turtle Time is a saying that Ramona did in season 3 of New York.
What does that mean?
It means having a good time. She was like, the bar was called the Tipsy Turtle or something. Oh. And she was holding a glass of wine. She was Turtle Time. And now, so it's short, it's in lingo for housewives lingo. It means
wine drunk?
Cocktailing or wine drunk.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm excited. Again, this is what Bravo should do. It's brilliant. They get a full season and they only have to pay the cast for 1 episode. I mean, it's brilliant. Next on the dish, when you think of famous magicians, one of the first people that have to, if you often do think of famous, but if you do, one of the first names that probably comes to mind is David Copperfield. He was on, CBS Sunday Morning on Sunday morning and talked about how this was fascinating. One of the ways he keeps his illusions a mystery. Look.
So, what is this?
This is a model so we can get camera shots figured out for a big new illusion that we can't talk about right now.
If it sounds like he's being evasive, it's because he is. The first rule of Copperfield's magic is that Copperfield won't talk about his magic, mainly because he's one of the most copied artists in the business, and he doesn't want to give anything away.
How did David Copperfield...
But that doesn't stop people from guessing. Just go online and you'll see videos from armchair experts who claim to reveal Copperfield's secrets. Some of them, not necessarily these, are actually red herrings posted by Copperfield himself.
So the videos that you put out
as somebody else
are misdirecting people? They're not really the illusion explained?
100%.
Why do you do that?
Because it's fun.
Brilliant. Brilliant. If I'm David Copperfield, I would do this. That's brilliant.
Yeah, all this free time.
Well, it's like when TV shows that shoot on location a lot, like Sex and the City, they will purposely shoot scenes that aren't real to throw the bloggers off. Like when they shot the first season of And Just Like That, spoiler alert, Mr. Big, it's been out a year now. Mr. Big dies. But what they did was, yeah, Aaron, you knew. But what they did though, they had Chris Noth shoot additional scenes.
So you weren't really sure.
So you didn't really know who, you thought Big was going to be around. David's Las Vegas show was held 15 times a week. And he still does, after all, it's Tracy Smith's going, "You're a billionaire, why are you working so hard still?" And he still does 3 shows on Saturdays. Yeah. And he doesn't take a day off. He still loves it. I love Vegas. I go there a couple times. I love Vegas. I have never, ever seen David's show.
He just seems like he's always going to be there. So when you go, you're like,
until he vanishes.
Until he disappears. But you go like.
Don't clap for that. Yeah, don't.
It's early. But that's what I think I agree. I'm like, I've never gone because you always go to see who's there for the moment.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll never forget I watched, he made the Statue of Liberty disappear in 1986. And I remember watching, was it 83? Okay.
How do you remember that date?
Well, have you met Jeff? We're both TV. We were indoor kids. I mean, you know what I mean?
That's we didn't.
I didn't have friends. I watched network television. But I watched that with my grandma, and you know how it's weird, like certain memories stick in your mind forever. Yeah. I remember my grandma's living room, my grandma Mazak, and she's sitting on her rocker, and I'm on the couch. And I remember when the statue disappeared, my grandma goes, "Oh, that's a piece of crap." That's like, he didn't really do that. But she didn't use the word crap. It was another word, but yeah.
Was she rocking the whole time too? Just,
Yes, my grandma did cuss. Yeah, anyway. I got to go rewatch that on YouTube.
I've never seen that specific.
It came back, by the way, just in case you wondered. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody. Just in case you're concerned. Oh, God. Full house today on a Monday. We love that. We love a good throwback, and I also love this one. I love this one a lot because 31 years ago today, I should say, we love a good anniversary. 31 years ago today, Johnny Carson's final Tonight Show aired on NBC. I remember watching it and crying. On the show, they took viewers for the first time behind the scenes. Johnny would never let journalists in to do behind the scenes stuff until that night. It's our late night rewind.
It's about 5 minutes till 5. We'll do the show at 5:30, and we'll do it in real time.
Beauty time. Basically, this is what John sees as he sits here at the desk.
Is that Stevie?
Yeah.
Oh, he's doing my favorite song. I'll be singing.
I'll be singing, you're right.
Welcome to the Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson. My name is Jeff Sotzing. I'm one of the many producers of the show.
It would show up.
A minute.
We got a minute. We're back by a minute. It's coming here.
Minutes go, don't rush.
Have we got time?
30 seconds standby playback.
Well, so what?
Next time. Okay, 30 seconds, John.
Oh my God, I'm late.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Music tape.
Show starring Johnny Carson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's Johnny.
So good. Oh, I could watch that all day. I'm probably going to go home and rewatch that last episode. That's great. You know, what's also good, if you go on the YouTube or if you maybe Apple TV, go rent or purchase actually the penultimate episode. That was his last show with guests, and he had the late Robin Williams and Bette Midler. And Bette Midler, I got little goosies. Bette Midler sang him a song, his favorite song. the performance was so moving, she won an Emmy just for that appearance. Yeah, it's one of the best moments of television ever. It's time for a special serving a hot dish all the way from Hollywood. Give it up for Brad from TMZ. Hi, buddy. Jay-Z and Beyonce have a new home, and gosh, I hope they're going to have a room for all their stuff.
You know, I think they'll be okay, Jason. I mean, this was an insane purchase. $200 million for this home that they just bought in Malibu, making it the most expensive purchase in California real estate history, and #2 in the United States. You see it there, sitting on 8 acres. It's got the beach. It has 8 acres, and it's waterfront. You see the giant pool there. They also have a $100 million home about 30 minutes away from this place, and we're told they're going to hold on to both for the time being. It's insane.
Brad, what's their mortgage payments looking like?
Well, that's the sickening thing, Jason. They paid cash for this new place, so there is no mortgage payment. It's taken care of, $200 million.
Hey, Brad, I paid cash once for my Dodge Neon in 1995. Yeah.
Hey, that's impressive back then. It's just wild.
Yeah. Next up, J-Lo and Ben were back in public, and people, you know, they're like, oh, Ben looks mad, Ben looks irritated. How's Ben looking today?
Well, on this day over the weekend, he looked super happy, and so did Jennifer Lopez, because like you've said, we've kind of seen them on some carpets lately, and maybe photos that paparazzi had taken, where he just kind of looks miserable, or it looks like they're arguing or whatever. Look, some couples argue, some photos kind of tell a different story than what's actually happening, because you see there, that's from the weekend, and they're very much in love. Not only was it the two of them, they had a few of their kids with them, they did some shopping, they got a dessert, so this is at least with these new photos, it's a couple very much in love.
Well, thank goodness. Finally, a Supreme Court justice revealed that she's a diehard fan of a long-running reality show. Which one?
Yeah, it was funny. Supreme Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson, over the weekend, she gave the commencement speech at American University in D.C., and she related her speech to the show Survivor a lot. She said she's a huge fan. She's watched it since the second season. And she said, look, the players who kind of do the best, they're able to succeed in facing conflict and facing their community. And I think it was actually a pretty decent lesson that she gave, because a lot of kids were tweeting about it, talking about it, and how a lot of it stuck with them. I think it was relatable, what she had said.
That show, I mean, it has to be doing something right. It's been on for like 44 cycles, so yeah.
It's insane. Big finale this week too, so I'm sure she's excited.
Yeah, I like Cameron. I think his name's Cameron. That's who I'm rooting for. Is that him?
Really fun cast. Yep, Cameron, the young student who's going to work at NASA.
He's like a little space nerd. Yeah.
He is. I think a lot of people are pulling for him, and it's a fun season this year.
Absolutely. Thank you, buddy. Have a good week.
Thanks, Jason.
Can I say, in defense, and I can't believe, I don't care that much, but in defense of Ben and Jen, at least we're both coupled. If somebody was
not with each other.
No, not with each other, but not my baby. But I'm not kidding. I have resting B face.
He does.
I do. So if people
when we go places.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I'm just defending them.
Yeah.
Anybody in the studio audience, if you're walking into Target and somebody snaps a picture of a moment, I'm sorry, I don't look thrilled every moment with Colin.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's nothing to do with Colin. I'm just like, you know. But just in life, like when we walked into Red Lobster yesterday, I'm sure I wasn't smiling. You know what I mean? Well, maybe I was, because fried fish was coming. But yeah.
Shrimp.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? You know the point of it.
I mean, I just think he doesn't like parties.
Well, maybe
some people don't like parties.
Just because you're an actor, I just think he's socially awkward, and maybe he's shy. I don't know.
Maybe he's grumpy, but she still loves him.
Yeah, people are grumpy. I mean, not me, but you know, I just
never. He's
Aaron?
never ever grumpy.
Next to the dish, American Idol's 21st season, talking about long-running reality shows, came to an end last night. It came down to Megan Danielle and Iyam Tanji. Take a look at Ryan's overly dramatic announcement.
Tom, dim the lights, and here we go. after the nationwide vote, the winner of American Idol 2023 is Iam Tongye.
Iam is Hawaiian. He impressed the judges right from the very beginning of the competition when he revealed his dad died just a few months before he went on Idol. But it wasn't just a sympathy vote. I got to tell you, I've heard more buzz. I've seen more, meaning anecdotally, I've seen more people post about this season. Are you seeing that in your feed?
About him specifically, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
And just American Idol in general, I'm just seeing a lot of posts about it, more than I have
in a while.
Since it moved over to ABC.
Yeah, good for him. His voice is very cool. Like, that's the best way I can describe it. He's just a really easy listening, cool voice. So he could have a successful career. We don't always see that.
No. I mean, can you name 8 winners of American Idol or The Voice?
No, I could name like 4 people who have been successful.
Yeah, I mean,
in all the years, you know?
American Idol more than The Voice, but yeah, early years of American Idol, I could rattle off, Clay and David Archuleta, and anyway. Carrie Underwood, Kelly Clarkson. Yeah, who? Jennifer Hudson. Oh, hello, J-Hud. Yeah, seriously. Jennifer. Next in the dish, Warner Discovery's bigwig, the CEO, David Zaslav, was the graduation speaker at Boston University over the weekend. Probably should have declined that because big CEO was met with a rather chilly welcome. Why? Writer strike. And he's seen as one of the big power brokers from the studios that's not paying the writers enough. Look at this.
If you want to be successful, you're going to have to figure out how to get along with everyone. And that includes difficult people. Some people will be looking for a fight.
I have secondhand embarrassment so bad right now, yeah. But I'm just saying, yeah. And if you couldn't hear, they were chanting, "Pay your writers." David became CEO of Discovery in 2006. Then dude became the head of the new merged Warner Brothers Discovery in 2022. So and it's not just him.
No.
It's not, I mean, it's my boyfriend too, Bob Iger. It's Netflix's, it's all of the big wigs that get billions and billions of dollars in salaries. It's not a good look right now. It's just not a good look. I would have politely declined in this environment. I would be like, why don't you get Shaka Khan in here or something? Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, just get Patti LaBelle.
Just cause.
Yeah, well, what the hell's Oprah doing? Get her in there. You know what I mean? I've seen she does a good commencement speech. Yeah.
Call her up.
What? Who?
Call her up.
Call her up. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody. Stay with us. Coming up in just a little bit. We love a good themed party, don't we? I had a Knots Landing season finale party once. Anyway, Lindsay Ginsel is here with the complete 4-in-1 on how to do a Vanderpump Rules viewing party. And you have questions, we have answers. We're opening up the Jason Show Mailbag. That and more when we come back. And we're back. Here we go. Last week we talked about the drama with Vanderpump Rules. Everyone's talking about it. I guess I should watch it. Anyway, in preparation for what is sure to be an epic reunion show starting this week, our next guest has planned a Vanderpump Rules themed party, and I'm all for, look, even if you don't watch the show, I'm all for themed parties. Give it up for our buddy, Lindsay Ginsel, everybody. Okay, now look at that, I know. See, I must admit, I know they told you, I don't watch this show, but I am down for theme parties. I said at the top of the show, I used to have Dallas season finale theme parties. I made cardboard oil wells in my backyard, and yeah. And then if people talked during the show, I'd kick them out of my house. I would, yeah. So.
And I love that. And you know, there's 3 reunion nights, and I wish we lived in a world where you could hold off and watch them all at once because they're going to be epic.
Yeah.
But with social media,
you can't because there'll be room
The
for
room
you.
rules, yes.
Okay, take it away. Where are we starting?
Well, I figure we start with cocktails.
Let's do it.
Cocktails, mocktails.
Yes.
Yes.
And mocktails, everybody.
And mocktails.
Mocktails too.
For all
yes.
of us who aren't indulging in these moments.
That's right.
So what better one to make for the reunion than the Pumptini? Now, here's the thing. So the Pumptini is like the classic. Super refreshing. It's muddled raspberry, simple syrup, lime juice, vodka, and then there's this fancy liqueur because, of course, Lisa Vanderpump uses something that you can't buy in Minnesota.
Of course.
It's called Pavin. It's a French liqueur.
Pavin?
When I tell you, I called every store in the state, and when I said, hi, do you carry Pavin? They were like, what? Can you spell that for me? That's how fancy this is. So it's an orange blossom water with some muscat grapes. I mean, I don't know.
Of course Lisa has this, yeah.
You can use Grand Marnier or Triple Sec. We can be basic.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, so it's just super simple. So I've got my raspberry, some simple syrup in here. I'm gonna go with some vodka.
Okay.
What's nice about this one is you can totally like big batch this ahead of time.
Oh,
I thought I was gonna have to have you open that for me.
And that's good because once you're watching the show, the last thing you want to do is get up and shake some martinis.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely not.
No.
So you just, oh gosh.
Here, want me to open that?
I mean, like, I'm
There
just
we
coming
go.
in here all hot and
That's all
messy
right.
this morning. So we're gonna make just a quick one.
Okay.
We've got some fresh grapefruit juice in there. Obviously, this is not fresh because, like,
Well, hello.
we don't have Vanderpump's
budget. No. And if you guys don't know, Pump is Lisa Vanderpump's restaurant. Have you ever been there?
I have not.
I have.
You
I've sat in the garden, and my buddy Haley knows her, so she came over. She was quite delightful.
Good.
Yeah,
That's
a little
really
bit
good
of an
to hear.
attitude, but quite delightful. Yeah.
All
anyway.
right, so nice little pink color there.
Okay.
Now, if you were gonna do it without all of the liquor, just do like a nice little soda water. Jason, I'll have you hop in with this.
Okay, thank you. I won't
Give you
turn
the
that
fancy
down.
glass.
Thank you. There we go.
Now, again, we're going with the staples. We have to do the goat cheese balls.
Oh, that's real good.
Good, nice.
Not too sweet.
Not too sweet. How is it with the alcohol? Good balance?
Well, good. I mean, that's fine.
Good,
Yeah. Oh,
So-
that's real good.
We have to do the goat cheese balls. They're a staple. It's what anyone talks about on the show. I literally just rewatched the whole series. Like,
I have never heard of these things. So they're goat cheese balls. Okay.
So Lisa Vanderpump and her daughter Pandora run a website called Very Vanderpump. And I love that they put this recipe on there. So you can actually follow their step-by-step guide. Now here's the drama. Kristen Doty in like 2018 released her version of the goat cheese balls to People magazine.
So there's competing goat balls.
Well, no, there's not competing goat balls.
Yeah.
It's Lisa's goat ball.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Kristen's just trying to milk off of Lisa's goat ball. See what I did there? You like
See
that?
what she did there?
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
But I did steal a little tip from Kristen's recipe in that I added a little smoked paprika and garlic salt into the breadcrumbs, just to
Okay.
give it a little flavor. So all you do is you roll the goat balls, bread them with a little egg yolk and the breadcrumbs, freeze them overnight, and are we getting dirty back there?
We are, yeah.
We're getting dirty. I love it.
Row 2 and
Monday-
3 are getting naughty.
Monday
yeah.
at 10:30. Let's go,
Yeah.
guys. We've got drinks. We've got
Yes.
snacks. Yes, and then they make this little mango rice vinegar olive oil dipping sauce.
May I
Please,
taste one?
We literally just deep fried these in the studio next door, so they might be a little messy. But it's just like warm goat cheese with a bread and crumb. I mean, yeah, it's silly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good. We're good.
I'm only putting that down because I'm on TV.
Yes.
If I was this a commercial, those would be gone. Yeah.
So the dessert part, and I love this. So the trailer's been coming, and I think we have a little clip to tease it.
We do. Look at this.
I'm being honest. You backstabbing hoe.
Get in my face is gonna you up, mother.
I'll you up so quickly, Top. You're a worm with a mustache.
My cards.
I love it.
That
Iconic.
That is the best cut down ever. You're a worm with a mustache.
And because the accent, just it makes it sound so official.
Oh.
So let's go to the Sandy worm in the dirt. Tom Sandoval, AKA Sandy.
Yeah.
We're taking the classic spin on the worms in dirt dessert, and we're doing it the Sandy style. So we've got vanilla pudding, we've got butterscotch pudding, we've got vanilla cookies, we've got snickerdoodle cookies, we've got worms, we've got mustaches. I mean, like, how cute? Like, come on.
Lens, that is epic.
Right?
I mean, that is like, if I came to a theme party and I saw that, that is fantastic.
And you can have extras one out. If you've got anyone who comes over who's like a Tom Sandoval fan, they can throw one on.
Or just don't invite those people.
I was just going to say,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
there are some weird people who are
Who
really,
like him.
really okay with everything that's been going on.
It's like the people that like rape prisoners and, you know, want to marry them. Yeah. Kind of the same. Anyway, let me just go back to these for a second. Because not that I didn't love the cocktail and not that I don't love the worm. Even if you do not watch the show, you should make these if you are a fan of goat cheese. Those are amazing, Lindsay.
Yes,
those are real good. Did you, wait, clarification, you said you use Lisa's but with a hint of the other recipe?
I hate admitting it. Like, I hate admitting that I had to go the Doty route, but
a little bit.
I took a little bit. I took the smoked paprika and the garlic salt and I added that into the breadcrumbs. So just add a little bit of flavor to it when you fry it. So another idea I have, if you aren't into this, I've got a beer cheese recipe that's shared on my website as well. So you could go the Mima's beer cheese route, which was Brittany Cartwright and Jax Taylor's Mima's beer cheese.
Mima, hey, as a country boy, I had Mama and Papa, so I get it.
Yep.
Give it up for Lindsay, everybody. LindsayGensel.com to get that recipe and more right there. And again, Vanderpump, here's my lunch. Vanderpump Rules on Bravo. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody. Seriously, they are really good. Jeff hates goat cheese. Welcome back. Full house today. It is time once again to have some fun with our studio audience. It is a new game that we're calling Swag or Gag. I'm going to ask a question. This time the category is all about members of the Jason Show staff. Get it right, you're going to get some swag. Get it wrong, and you have to eat today one of the most sour gummy candies ever created by the hand of man. Okay? So let's begin with Claire. Where's Claire? Come on down, Claire. Be careful, be careful. Go ahead and stand right there. Go ahead and hold that. Claire, where are you from?
Shakopee.
Okay, right down the road from us. Okay, now this is all about our staff moms. My mom, Ted's mom, Jeff's mom, Aaron's mom. So here we go. Which staff member's mom was a minister? Jeff, me, Ted, or Kendall?
Ted.
Darn it, you're right. Oh! Claire gets a mug. Aaron has your mug. Thank you, Claire. Head right back up. This is not going the way I wanted. Where's Rory? Rory, come on down, right over here. There's your mic. Rory, where are you from?
Waconia.
Waconia? Okay. This person's mom was a dog groomer. Is it Jeff's mom, Ted's mom, Kendall's mom, or my mom?
Jeff's mom.
Nope, it was my mom. So that means take one, whatever color you enjoy. He doesn't mind it, and you get a mug. There we go. Give it up for Rory. I'll eat that later. Anyway, yeah, that was my mom. My mom was a dog groomer for years. Okay, where's Ruth? Oh, Ruth, come over here, my love. Come here, sweetie. You come right by me. Grab the mic. Oh, come over here, my love. Come over here. I want to get the best shot of you.
Anchor.
Okay, I'll anchor you. You ready?
Yes. I know nothing.
It's all right. You know everything, Ruth. This staff member's mom was an elementary school teacher. Is it Kendall or Jeff's mom?
Kendall.
No,
not.
no, I'm very sorry. Jeff's mom. So here.
I thought it was you.
Go ahead, take one of these.
It's got to be a red one.
Okay, go ahead, eat that. Let's see how that is. How is that?
That's sour.
Thank you, sweetie. Let me help you back. There we go.
Thank you.
Okay, where's Rochelle? Rochelle, come on down, love. One more down, right there, right there. Grab your mic, say it right there. Okay, Rochelle, here we go. This staff member's mom was a flight attendant. Kendall or Director Leo?
Director Leo.
Nope. That's Kendall's mom. Dump, by the way, in the control room, please. There we go. Oh, I'm very sorry about that. Have a lovely afternoon. There we go. You get a mug. Oh, God. Rochelle, spit it in the cup. That's right. That's what I would do, too. How you doing? Okay, there we go. Somebody get her some water. Now see, Rochelle, now I have to try it. Oh, yeah. That's really bad. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Oh! Welcome back. It is time to see what you're saying about the show, us, and more. Leo, open up the Jason Show mailbag. Here we go. First up, a comment from a viewer in Europe. Gary says, love watching your show from across the pond here in England. Would love to actually be in the live studio audience. That would be awesome. Well, we could fly you in, I guess. I mean, yeah.
Let's go to him.
I'll check with Mim, and we'll get you a plane ticket. Yeah.
Let's just go to him.
Or we could bring the show to England. I mean, either one. Yeah. Next, a comment from a viewer in Washington. Joelle says, come to Washington to play pool. I'll play pool tabs with you. Found your show after breaking my ankle and held up after surgery, which goes again to what we say. We are the official show of medical recoveries. That's right. And maternity leaves.
Here for you.
That's usually when people discover us. Still to this day.
10 a.m.
That's right, 10 a.m. or later on the YouTube.
Right.
Shelly sent us this message. Hi, Jason and Kendall. You are the official show for retirees. Okay, we'll take that too. Yeah. I've been retired for a year and watch almost every day. Thank you for brightening my day. Yeah, look, we don't care how you discover it. And this is, here locally, we are on at 10 a.m. Seattle, I think we're on at what, Jeff, noon? 10 or late, yeah. And 10 a.m. is a hard time slot. I mean, we've been here for 8 years. We go up against The View and Price is Right.
Don't watch them.
But yeah, don't watch them, but yeah. But we hold our own. We usually, sometimes. Yeah. Next, a question from Marcia. Please help. What's the name of that stain guy on your show? He had the greatest tip about how to not use bleach to whiten clothes, but I can't remember what we should use instead. Help. Well, you're thinking of the laundry guy, Patrick, and if we remember correctly, he uses OxyClean for white clothes. Yeah, his number one tip, I just talked about this with somebody, and my mother knows this because she's the laundry queen. He always says you should have a couple things in your laundry room. You should have oxygen bleach. You should have a 50-50 mixture of vinegar and water in a spray bottle, vodka and water in a spray bottle.
Cheap vodka.
Cheap vodka, yeah, to get rid of smells and odors. Yeah, it really does work. And a horsehair brush. Horsehair, yeah.
Not a toothbrush.
Not a toothbrush.
It's very clear.
The next comment, and he's coming up, isn't he, Jeff? He's June 5th, he'll be back on our show. Something else big is happening that day as well. More on that later. The next comment is from our YouTube page. L177 says, you mean producer Ted didn't tell you guys he was going to get married? How did he meet his sweetheart?
Aww.
Well, producer Ted says it was either Bumble or Tinder.
Okay. Okay, but can we be clear about how we found out Ted had a sweetheart? Because he kept it hidden for months and months, and I was walking through the state fair, and I looked to the left, and all of a sudden I'm like, is that Ted with a hat and sunglasses on holding the hands of some beautiful woman? And then I looked at his ankles and I knew it was him because Ted wears tennis shoes and shorts all the time, so I knew those ankles.
Yeah, so.
Because he tried to deny it.
So Jessica Fletcher here figured it out by Ted's ankles. Just, yeah, I mean, and then texted us, and then you texted Jeff and Eric and I, and you said, Ted has a girlfriend.
And he denied it, and I said, I saw your ankles, Ted.
Yeah. Next, it can't all be positive. A little criticism in our next comment. Dan says, I enjoy watching your show, but I have to offer some dissent when it comes to the winner of The Masked Singer. You didn't know who Bishop Briggs was. I didn't either. Despite that, I thought she was fantastic and a strong performer, and I was disappointed you didn't acknowledge her talent. You're absolutely right. I didn't know about her talent. I didn't, you know what I mean? I didn't watch the show, but you're absolutely right. I have since, because I was like, who is she? You are right. I've listened to more of her stuff. I actually do know one of her songs.
River. Like a river. That song.
Sure.
Yeah.
But Dan, you're absolutely right.
You're right.
Next, viewer has a non-alcoholic recommendation for Kendall. Cleon says, Christian Regal is very good. It's like champagne with flavors of lingonberry, apple, and pear. If you love fruit wine as much as I do, and it's sold in most grocery stores.
I have had this. I think that's what our audience member Judy brought as well, and it is really good because a lot of the knockoff champagnes and wines, I just want something juicy and fun to sit and sip with everybody.
Because it's a social thing, right? I mean,
It's a social thing.
You don't want to feel left out.
Right. I like to drink out of the fancy glass and have the bubbles, but I don't need to pay $60 for non-alcoholic champagne.
Exactly. Like during the week, I'll just do a club soda lime.
Sure he does. Oh, don't look at me like that.
Finally, an email we got from Justin. He says, I completely agree with your comment about Bluetooth speakers in public. While sitting at a swim-up bar recently, the resort was playing music, and 2 other groups were blasting their own music. 3 different types of music creating chaos and wasn't very relaxing. Yeah, well, see, can I tell you something? On that, I don't blame, well, look, I blame the knucklehead that does that. I blame the resort for not enforcing their own rules. There, you know, you gotta, it's not the responsibility of their other guests to get into a fight. The manager should be handling those situations. Right. I mean, you know, I'm just saying, yeah. Stay connected with our show on social media. Check us out on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Just search for Jason Show TV. We'll be right back. Back in a moment.
I don't drink during the week.
For your information, I don't drink during the week. Thank you very much. We still have some tickets available this week. Go to eventbrite.com, search for The Jason Show. They're free. You're in by 9:30 and you're out by 11:30. It's time for the world's shortest segment. Happy anniversary to one of the most universal video game characters in history. Remember this?
First the Pac-Man eats through a maze of dots. Then the Pac-Man heads for the corner spots. Then he eats his fill of a power pill.
Yes! 43 years ago, the Pac-Man arcade video game was released in Japan. It showed up in the US 5 months later. This is a commercial for the Atari version of Pac-Man in 1982. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Oh, I had that. Love Pac-Man. Welcome back. And that's it for today. Just joking. Time for the surprise goodbye. Today, a video of a dad at a Taylor Swift concert that you have to see. During a recent concert in Philly, the dad was caught on tape Googling the question, how long do Taylor Swift shows last? As soon as he learned, he found out he still had several hours to go. While some commenters complained the guy should have given the tickets to someone who wanted to be there, the person who took the video said the guy was there with his wife and daughter and never, ever complained. Right. Yeah, lighten up. It's funny.
It's funny.
It's funny. I've Googled. Look, sometimes you just don't want to be at a show.
Right.
I'm sure somebody's like Googling how long this show's lasted. Yeah,
Almost done.
Yeah. 10 more seconds, audience. 10 more seconds. Executive producer Jeff is Googling how long the show's going. Tomorrow, wine diva Leslie Miller is back to kick off cabin season with some delicious sips. See what's on her list. That's tomorrow. But right now, that's going to do it for us. If you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you that you're doing it wrong. Have a good day, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Come on, my love.